Welcome back and a big welcome to the top fantasy football expert in the country, Jake Ciely from The Athletic. Talking about last week's game, Chargers quarterback Justin Herbert had a great rookie year, and he doesn't seem to be bothered by the sophomore jinx.
Not at least yet, and the good thing about the Chargers, their offensive line was already getting better this offseason, but especially with the addition of the draft pick, it's somebody that's, you look at their unit, and he was bottom 10 in pressure rate last week. And what's the good thing here? They're facing the Cowboys, who can't get after the quarterback, and the secondary is questionable, as we know in this division. So if you look at Justin Herbert being able to continue what we saw in his rookie year, which is extremely impressive, he should keep it rolling this week. Despite the fact of only throwing one touchdown in week one, he looks just as good as he did last year.
So that makes Herbert fans happy, but what happened to Aaron Rodgers? Was this just an off week for him last week, or is he showing his age?
No, I think it's an off week for Rodgers and the entire Packers crew. It's one of those things you could compare it to a boxing match. You got hit on the chin right out of the gate. The Saints can get after the quarterback, and it just went sideways. We have to remember, last year at the same time, weeks 1 and 2, Tom Brady got off to a rough start. 2 interceptions in week 1, a poor week 2, and then what did Tom Brady do for the rest of the year? So it happens to the best of them. He's still Aaron Rodgers. He still has Devontae Adams and a great running back behind him. If you're in a fantasy league and people are panicking, I would immediately try to buy low on Aaron Rodgers.
I'm sure that they would. Now, tomorrow the Washington defense has to face Saquon Barkley. I know that the Giants' offensive line is suspect, but is Barkley back after last year's injury?
Not quite yet. You saw it in that first game. If you know Saquon Barkley and what we've seen from past years, you could see he looked a tick behind what we normally would expect from Saquon Barkley. The offensive line doesn't know favors, but at the same time, you could just see he wasn't completely himself. We can now believe, a lot of times we speculate whether or not teams are being truthful, but we can believe that the Giants are being patient with Saquon Barkley. It's a bad matchup for him this week. If you want to sit him after what we saw in week 1, I wouldn't blame you. He still has tremendous upside, but we know how good our defense is, and facing that defense and then offensive line for the Giants, you might want to wait one more week for Saquon Barkley.
Jake, who was the surprise fantasy football player in week 1?
It's ODU's own Zach Pascal. Look at what he did, 2 touchdowns. And the good news here about it is, it's not just that Zach Pascal ended last year on a high note. He was very consistent for them over the final 5 games, but that he's carrying it over to this year with Carson Wentz not being 100% himself in week 1, and that Michael Pittman and Zach Pascal can give the Colts 2 quality wide receivers, so that if he's still out there and you're just like, Zach Pascal, what does he really do? Again, go look at the last 5 games for last year and then look at what he did this week. Carson Wentz looks to be going his way more frequently than Michael Pittman, at least to start this year. So a surprise, but maybe something that we can see continue throughout the entire year.
All right, last week you said, as far as the Washington football team is concerned, that you would start Antonio Gibson and Terry McLaurin every single week. After watching last week's game, do you still say the same thing?
Absolutely. And nothing's going to change that in my mind, especially against a Giants defense that struggles. They have a very good secondary, but they do better against bigger wide receivers like Courtland Sutton last week. Jerry Jeudy did a ton of work against them. Terry McLaurin's going to be able to find space, even with Heineke at quarterback, and people might be worried about Fitzpatrick being more aggressive and a downfield thrower than Heineke. Heineke knows where to put the ball. He'll find Terry McLaurin pretty frequently throughout this game. The Giants are going to struggle to cover him.
All right, finally, Jake, who's your sleeper this week?
I'm going to go to 2 running backs in the same backfield, going back to this Giants team that just gave up a lot to Javonte Williams and Melvin Gordon. There's going to be 3 teams that I look to attack every single week in the running game. It's the Lions, the Jaguars, and the Texans, and the Broncos face the Jaguars this week. Start most of your running backs against them, and you can even start both in the same backfield.
All right, Jake, thanks. See you next week.